You guys, I'm just gonna freaking skip this intro because I'm paranoid as shit right now. Because I was literally just away, but I had my game open, and then I don't even fucking know, bro. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? What is that? Oh, dude, fuck that. No, I don't even want to look at that. Oh, dude, this fucking game, I swear. But here, let me check. Happy Thoughts PNG. Nice. Yeah, there's these freaking images, but let's see what's the hell is that? Unable to open. Okay, trace back. Uh, exception. Jump exception occurred at two exception. Oh geez. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this. I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Haha. Well, here goes nothing. Yeah, that's great. I'm just gonna start the game now. Hopefully nothing weird happens. Like the I have granted kids to hell. Nice. That's what I like to see when I start a Doki Doki. Yup, that's cool. Yup, that's what I need right now at this time of moment. But besides me skipping the intro, I'm fucking doing another recording because now I'm scared to shit since I just saw that photo and when I click X or whatever, it just casually zoomed in on her eyes, so fuck that. I'm terrified. Fuck this. I don't want to play this anymore, but I kinda do. But last episode was a whole shit show because we saw Sayuri hang herself and then the game just started glitching out. So we just ended on basically this poem shit. But let's see what the fuck Doki Doki is gonna fucking bring us. Because I know I don't want to see any of it. But here we go anyways, right? So we're just gonna choose. I don't even know freaking know. Climax, I guess. Massacre, anime. Just gonna do anime. Family. Anxiety, bunny, socks, bunny. Atone, skipping. Pain. Heart, vertigo, broken. Loop. I like that word, loop. Fireworks. How? My god, I'm getting all of freaking Natsuki's one. Existence, shame. Romance, Doki Doki's there. Uncanny, bliss. Kiss, kawaii, sugar, aurora, giggle. Death, cry. It's gonna go death, dwarves, unending. I'm gonna go warm. Suicide? Okay, that's cool to see, I guess. Hopeless. Oh my god, I do not want to put suicide. Misfortune. Misery. Frightening. Passion. Electricity. What does electricity have to do with it? Oh. Oh, oh, why was my screen black for so long? Look this, I'm terrified. Hi again, Joey. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. I want to run away. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh! Oh! Okay. Her face is fucked. Thanks for helping. Thanks for keeping your promise, Joey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh! What the fuck is going on? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. He already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Why is the classroom tilting? Why is she blocking the text? I can't read what any of that said. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Okay. Why is the classroom really tilted right now? Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Joey. Well, make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, the classroom is like really tilted. I can't really say no either way. Like he said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. Do I really? Because I don't. And the music is fucked up. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not even reading much? This screen is getting me dizzy. Can you just be straight? Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, thank God! Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh God. Ah! You hear Natsuki's utter and expostulated sigh from within the closet? I have no idea what that word says. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in the case she needs a hand. Okay. Oh no! I don't like this point of view. This is a weird point of view. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! What the fuck is that? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Yeah, I said it at the beginning. Well, when the game reset again. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. Okay. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga had missed a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I put it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right back into the middle of its rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Paraphia, girls? Paraphia? I don't know how to say that word. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. It probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it. I can't speak. You could do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Joey. Consider this. Oh, don't judge a book by its. He said, don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out a first volume of Paraphia Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Let's go. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect her. Yeah, that word. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say that it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Huh? What? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Hell yeah, we're back over here again. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? What? Jeez. Sorry? Like I could get any... Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. Damn, that hits too real. But I guess it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. least it's safe here at the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh hell yeah, she's asleep! It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight onto him. Hey! Oh! Okay! Okay. Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Okay. Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give me... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Joey. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Does it? That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why do we all share phones now? Oh yeah? Do you? What the fuck was that, dude? Who should I show my phone to first? Let's go with Monika, cause she's bugging out, bro. I should start with Monika. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Joey. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Yeah, I bet you're listening. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, but I guess I have to do it. Don't worry, Joey. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem. I like it, Joey. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Like that moment she just had right now. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Okay, she'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her much money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down, like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small, her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident in someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Let's see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me, confused. I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Interesting. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. What? It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That was normal, surprisingly. Natsuki or Yuri? Let's go with Natsuki. Okay, because Yuri is very complicated. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Okay, thanks for the freaking point. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said. Well, I would be more confident sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what a real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. This sounds really familiar. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. So you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. Hey, this is the same one! Eagles can fly! I'm pretty sure this is the same one. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps just bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Alright, is the room gonna tilt now or what? Yuri stares at my poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. Okay, I can't speak today. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. This is really familiar. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even in a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Is she based? Based in Red Pill? Sorry. Based? How? Or biased? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Oh, I like that expression. That's a cute fucking expression. Let's go. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, I can't read cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future? I bathe. I don't know what that word says. Claim or calm? Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I had such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read it. What? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Oh god. Not at all. Not at all. Why did I say it like that? I don't know why. I'm really glad you like it. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually... Or she said, uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost after all, Joey. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and expresses in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her... Oh god, she's doing that again. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. Thank God. That was a long conversation. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. The song is screwing up. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly... Yeah, they gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Joey did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Joey liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Joey appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out my way to make... everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew bigger in size. The size bigger as Joey started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? Oh, you really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me, look who's talking. You wanna Do you want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry, that was my lifestyle. Is it too much for someone here? That's why to comprehend. See? I'll just say that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves when they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you could counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing you and acting cute? The only acting cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, Yuri. You might cut yourself on the edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already did, didn't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Joey hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as she's just noticed I was standing there. Joey, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into this? Natsuki, Yuri. Oh god. Natsuki. No, it's Yuri. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Yuri. Natsuki. Natsuki. Oh my god. Okay, Monica, hello. Hi, Joey. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? Okay. What the fuck is going on? I'm sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even go confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to do a little more assertive sometimes. But I guess I have it in me to put my own foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. What? Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh no! No, don't cry! She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Aww. Poor Natsuki. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Joey? Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it all tomorrow. Completely. Completely? Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You could go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Oh, well, I'm vice president, so please, let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. What the hell? It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Joy. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Oh! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Now we're back at the poem. She didn't even say we were gonna write another one. But whatever. This time I'm just gonna go running on. Fluffy. Let's just get this fucking shit out of here. Fireflies. Depression. Lipstick. Intellectual. Sadness. Sunset. Internet. Bed. Smile. Valentine. Play. Oh, wow, I'm getting all of Natsuki's. All I got was Natsuki's. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Joey. Ah, hi Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over his shoulder looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk. Yeah, at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened to me before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much, even though I've only been here a couple of days. I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Joey, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is dressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever is on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. What the I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Okay. But accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel any better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid of you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Haha. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Oh, okay. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. And to be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Huh. Oh, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. Like, that's pretty cool. I'll look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Joey. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. Yeah. Yeah, I'm stupid. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet. Joey, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Well, I suppose. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me that book today. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there. See? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on. We're going over there. Oh. Oh! Why did it just go black? Like that? Why did it just go over there? Like, what the fuck? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Macro. Or Macro. I don't know how to say that. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. You're not a fan of that sort of thing, Joey? Yeah, I said that right. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. So, she's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems so completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I cannot read Yuri's freaking intellectual words because I'm dumb. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway, then suddenly, what the fuck was that? Hi, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Oh, I want to know what you were gonna say. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Why did the music go like that? When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets what? What did I just say? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? What the fuck was that? Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. Oh shit. Yes. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but what were you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling of somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. She looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your what? I can't read that. Oh my god, what does that say? Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, uh, here. This should work out, right? This should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. The music just went completely off. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, but instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Hell yeah. But why does it have to be quiet, bro? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Uh, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even though turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Oh, I don't like that look. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things, she says, and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't get that far yet, so I don't know why that came to my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Huh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You could rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out the classroom. What on earth was that about? Joey? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Haha, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this time sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it into my bag. Oh god. Natsuki and Monica. I'm gonna just do Monica real quick. Yeah, I'm just gonna do Monica again. Hi again, Joey. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Joey. I was going ooh in my head while we were reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that she probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. We all started sharing poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors they won't. Bright, beautiful colors or whatever? Yeah, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, graining with... I can't even... What? She's missing letters. Screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a knife on the breathing rib cage. Endless... PM of me... What? Delete her. What the okay. Sorry. I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Yeah, this is like what happened last time when she literally found out. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, no problem. Monica. No problem. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in this club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. so it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Whoa, what? This is just random letters. That says like terrible something something something. What the fuck? Joey? Why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Oh, Yuri is a sick freak! That should be obvious by now, so just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Joey, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want me to go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe! Don't ruin that for me! Don't ruin it! Please! Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. That's all I have. Play with me. Play with me! Oh! What the fuck? But it's a... What the fuck? Who should I show my poem to next? Nope, I'm done. Alright, that's it. I am done. Yup, that's it. I am saving that now. Yup, I'm done. Nope, I'm not doing that anymore. That's the end. Right there. Yup, we're not doing that. Alright. I'm just gonna end it here. Uh, this is probably gonna be a super long episode. This is probably gonna be an hour, so for those who enjoy this type of content, I hope you enjoy whatever the fuck just happened. But I'm done. I can't right now. That's too much to handle. Oh my god. Alright. Well, if you guys enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Like, it really helps me a lot when you guys like this type of content. I really do enjoy this game, like, honestly. It's just freaking, it's so interesting to see what the fuck is going on. Especially when Nasaki just did that freaky shit. Fuck that. But, but please, yeah. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next Doki Doki episode. Peace out, guys.